What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? In today's video, we are going to be covering yet another dino from the Genesis reveal stream, and this one is super exciting. Now, if you guys didn't see my video from yesterday, I actually covered another dino which was showed during the live stream, and that was actually the Magma Drake, and that thing is super sick as well. There's going to be a link down below in the description, and you also might even be able to click on the screen to go see that video as well. I highly encourage you guys to go check that out if you're really enjoying these Genesis videos. The dino we're going to be talking about today, though, is actually called the Shapeshifter, and from that name, you guys can probably already guess what it does. But first, I'm going to actually highlight the parts from the stream where they talked about this specific dino, and then after that, we'll recap and talk more in detail about the specific things that they said. Now, if you guys already watched the live stream from yesterday and you guys don't even want to watch it again and you want to skip over the live stream recap, then you guys can go to this time, which is on screen right now, and then we can just talk more in detail about it and skip the entire live stream recap. It's only 2 minutes long, but there you go.
Oh, our shapeshifter. This guy is, he's cool. He's very
He's
unique.
Adorable, man.
So cute.
He starts off as just your basic shoulder pet, and he's very sweet, very likable. And then he has a little bit of a habit. He likes element.
Yeah,
a lot.
is that what he's eating in the trailer?
Yeah, that's what he's eating.
What?
The thing is if he's had enough, he has a transformation of sorts, which you saw it in the trailer. Like, he shifts out,
Yeah.
and then he's just this massive Hulk monster. You can throw him off of your shoulder and have him transform, and then now he's a rideable dino for you to fight with. That's actually practical. The uses for this, I'm sure, people are already like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, what can't we do with this guy?
This is, I mean, this is like the first shape-shifting dino.
We just thought it was hilarious.
creature, sorry.
Because we were like, we need a cute creature for this expansion. And we're like, yeah, but what if the cute creature was deadly? Yeah, but what if it was really deadly? And so it was pretty funny if, yeah, let's go ahead to the Hulk. So we call him Tiny and Hulk right now just because we don't have a final name. Keep going, I think. Is there another one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, we originally created this kind of like shape-shifting tech sort of for Aberration, with all the nameless and how the alpha ones would kind of go,
yeah.
and then we kind of use it a little on some other things like in Extinction a little bit, and we're like, man, we could totally use this to transform from like a tiny thing into a big thing. And like the whole team was just enamored with this idea of making that like really seamless. And so you see the end result of that in the trailer. And that's not smoke and mirrors really, by the way. That's how it is in game. Like when Tiny eats Element, you see that animation play and it's like goes to a big creature and turns into the big lumbering guy.
That is so cool.
And it's like, it's so cool that we pulled it off, and we're happy that this is going to be a unique part of this expansion.
He does have this interesting habit that I'm sure you're going to have to maintain somehow and manage.
What if I come up to you and throw some Element to your little Tiny friend? Is he going to get mad and kill you?
I hope not. Is he?
As long as you're managing him properly.
Sounds like he has an addiction or something.
Yeah.
There might be something with that. We want to make it to where it's really strong, but we have to find a way to limit it from being too many at once.
Right.
Okay, so right there, they give us a lot of details about this brand new dino, which they're referring to as the Shapeshifter. So obviously, like they said, it starts off as a shoulder mount. Pretty cool. Sort of, it honestly reminds me of a Jerboa the most. And then they also mentioned something that's very interesting, that it consumes element. Now in this screenshot, you guys can actually see those purple little crystals it looks like it's chewing on. I believe that's the new form of element. So one, this could also be detailing that maybe element's even easier to get on this map than it is on every other map. So that could be a very major gameplay changing thing. Now they also said once he eats enough, he transforms, and clearly you guys can see he transforms into a 4-armed, 2-legged beast. It seems like sometimes he can actually run on all legs and arms, and then other times he can stand up on both of his legs with all of his arms just ready to attack. They also mentioned that he's a rideable and practical dino. I'm not exactly sure what they meant by practical, but probably just that you can get on, you can attack, you can run, you can do all the normal stuff that you can with normal general dinos. Now, Sid actually said something, and I was kind of interested what he meant by this, and he says specifically needs to be maintained. So obviously, I think what he's referring to by that is that they actually have to keep being fed element for them to actually have that full effect and not just be a shoulder mount. So maybe one element lasts 15 minutes, or maybe if you give it it 1 element, it might be weaker. Maybe if you give it 100 element, it'll be really strong and last for a couple of hours. There's a lot of variables that can go into this, but that's definitely a very interesting feature. Another interesting thing that actually was said by Jesse is he was pretty much saying this, said, what if I come up and features? So that kind of gives the idea of possibly that if an enemy comes up and feeds yours, it actually might cause it to get mad and start attacking you. Sort of like how a Gigan rages and it'll start attacking its own dinos. I think that might also be a feature with this dino as well. Obviously, maybe not from damage, but possibly from somebody else feeding it. It's very interesting. The other person in the live stream, I'm not trying to be rude, I believe his name is Adam, and I also think he's an Ark developer. I could be wrong, though. He said specifically trying to limit it from being too many at once. Now, I'm not exactly sure if he might have messed his words up or what he meant by that, because it was really hard for me to kind of figure out.
We have to find a way to limit it from being too many at once.
Right.
When he said that, I sort of thought of the Phoenix, how the Phoenix is limited, the Unicorn's limited. So what if there's only a few on the map at once? Obviously in that screenshot though, we saw 3 right next to each other, and that's sort of how most dinos spawn. They all spawn in a pack of like 3 or a couple of them. So I'm not exactly sure if he meant to say trying to limit them from being too powerful, if it's what he meant, but he said too many. So I'm not exactly sure what he meant by this, but that's another very interesting thing as well. Now, that's pretty much everything that was actually covered during this live stream. Let me know what you guys think about this brand new dino down below in the comment section. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. Maybe you guys have different ideas, or you guys might have interpreted something different than I have, and maybe you guys might even be right. If you guys are super hyped for this dino like I am, make sure you guys smash the like button. And if you guys want to see some more Genesis videos and also Ark PvP videos, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.